Hello everyone, my name is Carrington Paterno, and today I'm going to be talking about Warby Parker and how it connects to entrepreneurship, innovation, and business growth. Warby Parker was founded in 2010 to challenge the traditional eyewear industry where glasses were often really expensive and hard to access. The idea actually came from one of the founders losing a pair of glasses and realizing how overpriced they were. Instead of following the traditional retail model, they created a direct to customer approach, which allowed them to lower prices and make glasses even more easily accessible. They also added a social mission with their buy a pair, give a pair program, which helped set them apart from other companies. Today, Warbury Park is still a successful and growing company. They went public in 2021 and have expanded into physical stores while still maintaining their online presence. We actually have two located within the Charleston areas. Even as the company has grown, they've continued to focus on affordability and customer experience. What's interesting is that even though they are larger now, they still show entrepreneurial qualities by continuing to innovate and adapt in today's society. Warbury Parker is a strong example of an entrepreneurial venture because they identified a major problem in the market and created a solution for it. They took a big risk by entering an industry that was dominated by a few companies and introducing a completely different way of buying glasses online. There was no guarantee that customers would trust the process. From my own experience working in the restaurant industry, I've seen how hard it can be to introduce changes, even on a small level. So the fact that they were able to disrupt an entire industry really shows how powerful entrepreneurship can be. Overall, this shows that successful entrepreneurship isn't just about an idea, but also about solving a real problem that customers actually experience. Warbury Parker followed a clear entrepreneurial process. They first recognized a problem, then researched the industry, created a new business model, started small, and eventually expanded. This shows that entrepreneurship isn't random. It follows a clear and structured process. They also identified opportunities in different ways. First, through an unexpected situation, losing expensive glasses. Second, through problems within the industry, like high prices and lack of competition. And third, through inefficient buying process. Recognizing these different solutions helps strengthen their business ideas and made it more successful. Warbury Parker has several competitive advantages that help them succeed. They control their product design and sell directly to customers, which allows them to keep prices low. They build a strong brand focused on convenience and customer experience, and they use technology like virtual try-on features. Their social mission also helps build trust within customers. The upside is that they have strong brand control and low cost, but the downside is they have to constantly innovate and stay ahead of the competitors. This is important because competitive advantage is what allows companies to stand out and survive in a competitive market. As the company grows, it also faces challenges. There's more competition now, pressure from larger companies, and rising costs while still trying to keep prices affordable. This shows that even successful companies have to keep improving to stay competitive. Looking ahead, Warbury Park will need to manage growth carefully, expanding into more locations and continue online service ads complexity. At the same time, they need to make sure they do not lose the brand's identity and mission that made them successful. Their biggest challenge moving forward is balancing growth while staying true to their original values. Warbury Park uses a co CEO leadership structure, which has both advantages and challenges. It allows for shared responsibility and different perspectives, but it can also lead to conflict if there isn't strong communication. This structure can work well, but only if both leaders stay aligned. So, my question is, how do co CEOs assure they stay aligned and handle disagreements effectively? Overall, in conclusion, Warbury Park is a great example of how entrepreneurship can disrupt an industry. They identified a real problem and created an innovative solution and built a successful company around it. However, they still face challenges as they grow, and their long term success will depend on their ability to continue to adapt and stay true to their values and their mission. Thank you.